Casual dating. How can we transit from casual dating to healthy and committed relationships? In this video, I will share with you how do women get into casual dating, how can avoid it, and why so many men want it so badly. What's all the fuss about? So, first of all, if you're looking to build healthy and committed relationships, then keep watching. But if you're just having fun, you don't want any responsibility, you're enjoying your life, then skip this video, it's not for you. Because here we're gonna talk about how to get from casual dating to healthy relationships and why is it so hard and how you actually can change it. So first of all, why do so many people want it so badly? First of all, in the beginning, it's normal to start casual dating because you don't know each other and it's too early to give any promises because you need to build trust in the beginning and see if the person is reliable or not. And that's okay, because if somebody is telling you, oh, I trust you in full on the first week, this is suspicious and this needs to be checked. But if the person is saying, okay, I want to get to know you first and then we'll see where it goes, this is normal. And then we're getting to the point where you start meeting more often and you're still on this casual dating scene and you're like, okay, but when is it okay to ask if we're exclusive? Do I want to say it? Or for example, you get into your first fight and he's telling you, excuse me, I didn't promise you anything. What are you talking about? We didn't agree on anything. Like, no strings attached. And if you hear this is pure disrespect. Let me know in the comment section if you heard any of such excuses. I didn't promise you anything. Same goes to women actually, because you can say the same. If the man starts demanding from you from the very early stage that you should do this, you should do that, don't go out, don't meet other people. It depends on the scenario, but sometimes it can be a control freak and better run, girl. It's not your man. So the casual dating is great for the very beginning when you are getting to know the person. Then what happens is you start having sex with the guy, you start going out more, then you probably introduce them to the friends, and you start developing feelings to this person. And also you start developing expectations about the relationships. Expectations can be good and can be bad. They're bad ones when you expect another person to change, when you want the behavior, the routine of the other person to change. This is not the expectations which you want to tackle to, because this doesn't happen normally. But having relationships expectations, such as expect person to be trustworthy, not to cheat, not to lie to you, and respect you simply, this is normal expectations. This is just standards. So let's clarify this from the beginning. So when this is getting to happen, you start having these expectations about the relationships. That's when you start addressing them in the relationships. And then when usually the guy is telling you, hey, why do you want to ruin everything? Are you not having fun? Why do you want everything to be so serious? Stop being so serious. And here it's important to address the topic of this argument. If it's just one thing, for example, he comes to your house and every time he leaves, I don't know, dirty socks and expect you to wash them, and you simply told him that, man, you need to be clean in my house, this is okay to say. And if he's complaining about it, then he maybe is a man-child, so be careful about this too. But if he's trying to just manipulate you with saying, hey, we're just casual, we're just having fun, you cannot tell me anything to do, this is simple manipulation. Don't fall for this, because the argument is not going away and you still need to address it if that really makes you unhappy and your interests and needs are not met. Because regardless of what you're calling it, casual, not casual, if you're meeting daily, if you're having sex with a person, you are in relationships. And if the person is telling you, hey, I didn't promise you anything, we're just casual, he's simply telling you that I don't respect you, I don't want to be with you, I don't take you seriously. And if this happens and you feel not the same way, then here is the thing. You need to address your feelings first. Why do you want this to get more serious? Why do you want anything with this person? Is it just the hormones that the sex is so great, or it's actually something else and you see the future together with this guy? Are your values the same? Are your goals are the same? What stage are you in? Like maybe if, for example, you just graduated, or if you just changed the job or the city, and the thing and the level of uncertainty is very high, then of course it is hard to navigate among feelings in this situation. But if everything else is stable, your life is okay, you're very capable of understanding your feelings, and you see that, okay, I'm actually getting into this guy and I want us to be together, then it's time to address it. And it's time to have that talk and say, man, I know that we were not looking for anything serious, but things changed for me. Now I feel that I want something more serious because I feel that we are very compatible and we're having a great time. So how about we try it out? And at this moment, it's important not to rush or demand anything. You just shared how you felt. That's the thing. And then it's up to the person, agree or disagree for it. Because if he tells you that, yeah, sure, I want to try it out, then it's great. Maybe he needs a few days to think about it. That's also okay. Not every person can tell you right away how they feel, because you took your time, you understood how you're feeling. He didn't. So don't expect him to give you the reply right away. And on the other hand, he might disagree and tell you, sorry, hon, I'm not looking for this. I don't want it. And then it's the only thing for you is to move on and stop it. Because if you want to keep wasting time, if he tells you that he doesn't want anything serious and you're already, for example, dating for a few months, then he doesn't see you, this person, he doesn't love you. He's telling you, I'm going to hurt you more and more and more, and I would never take you seriously. You are not the one. And if you're not the one, why do you want to waste your time on this person? There is just no point in doing it. And it's better for you to spend a month or a couple of weeks on this breakup and then move on, because there are millions of men who are ready to commit and build healthy and committed relationships, than wasting time on this man-child who is not ready for relationships. Maybe he would never be, but that's not your problem, because maybe he's not just ready for relationships in general, but he's not ready for relationships with you. And another thing you can ask is the question, why? If he tells you that because it seems that you are not serious about him, that you're going out a lot, or you have, for example, 5 other guys you're dating, then maybe he has a point. Then you can address it and talk about it. So don't get angry right away if he tells you no. But if he tells you it's just because he doesn't want it, then you need to be clear with yourself and give yourself an honest answer. Okay, how long do I want to have fun with this guy, and when do I want to get hurt eventually? Because this would happen anyway at some point. Another thing, if he has commitment issues and he tells you he's not ready, he had a big trauma, he has like all these kind of excuses, he can tell you about his bad previous breakup, he's not ready to move on. Ask him, how long does he need? Why doesn't he trust you to start relationships with you right now? Because if he seems to know you, then okay, what else he needs? Because you don't have to prove anything to anybody. You need to respect your time. You need to respect your precious time and never undervalue it. So if he already knows you and you feel that you are so close and it's still not enough, that's not your guy, because you are always enough. And if he doesn't see it, he wouldn't see it in a month, and then it would be no point. And here is the thing, if you respect your time, if you respect yourself, and if you let him go so easily, then it would be the actual proof that you really truly respect yourself. But if you keep telling him, no, I respect myself, but you keep wasting time with him, then it can also lead for him to start disrespecting you in these relationships, because you are not following your words. You are saying that, no, respect my time, I'm going to leave you, but you are staying. That means words doesn't match actions, and then it's very hard to build trust on it. So make sure not to throw any attacks or ultimatums which you're not ready to follow yet, because the trust takes time to build. And if, for example, he's not ready now to build their relationships and go into some kind of commitment, like exclusive, or at least like stop seeing other people, then ask him how long time. Because matter of fact, that's okay if you are not in the same place at that moment, but you need to get the approximate timeline. Is it 1 week? Is it 1 month? Is it 1 year? Because if it's a 1 year, then it's actually hard to estimate how you would be feeling afterwards, because this can lead to creating a lot of resentment in you, and you would keep getting back to it, that no, I want more, and you don't give it to me, and then you would start taking him on different angles, and this would really ruin all the fun you're having. That's why I'm saying that there is no point to continue this fun casual dating if you start developing feelings and you want more, because eventually this resentment would destroy everything anyway, and no need to wait for it. It's much easier to quit these casual relationships and move on through the breakup, and then start seeing other people, because there are millions of men who are single and who are ready to commit and actually have families. So before you wasted another year of your life on this man who would never commit to you, make sure to get aligned with yourself, respect your precious time, respect yourself. And if you want to know how to identify the men like this who would never commit to you, and who better to avoid if you want to build healthy and committed relationships, watch my free masterclass, 8 men you should avoid if you want to build healthy and committed relationships. And again, respect yourself, respect your time, and I wish you lots of love.